Hello, everyone. Today we have Barack Obama in the hot seat. Mr. President, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Mr. President, first question. This one has been submitted by a viewer. Okay. Do really ugly people that just so happen to be naked satisfy your happiness?
I am never completely satisfied, but I am very satisfied.
So you're saying that naked people make you happy?
Of course. But overall, I think that I've seen 95% of what will work for the American people, for small businesses, and for the government budget that I was seeking from the beginning.
So you think that 95% of the naked people that you've been seeking from the beginning will make the American people, small businesses, and the government as happy as they make you?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so another viewer question. This one comes from Richard. Richard asks, I have just a normal, generic, domestic house version of a George Foreman grill. Is the one that the state Senate uses better than the one I have?
What's interesting is the House version and the Senate version are almost identical.
Awesome. All right. I have one myself, and now I know that they're pretty similar. Awesome. All right. I think you satisfied Richard's curiosity pretty well there, Mr. President.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, Sarah writes in asking, I heard you're going to have a big pre-Congress session party. Pre-Congress session party with your favorite really ugly naked people. Is this true?
We hope to have a whole bunch of folks over here in the West Wing, and I'll be rolling up my sleeves and spending some time before the full Congress even gets into session, because the American people need it now.
Wow, nice. Yeah, too much information. Okay. Anyway, one last viewer question. This one comes from Robert. Robert says that he's heard a rumor that you think that when people exchange drugs, it's from Robert, not me, okay? When people exchange drugs, it should be done in a public place. You heard a rumor that you think this should be done. When they exchange drugs, it should be done in a public place, like a park or a mall or in the middle of a Walmart. And then you also think that drug dealers don't carry a big enough selection of drugs with them. Is this true?
You know, look, I've been in favor of the public option. I think the more choice, the more competition we have, the better. On the other hand, I think that the exchange itself, the system that we're setting up...
Wait. Okay. So the system that you're setting up, according to here, the system that you're setting up, are you saying that you're making a system for a better, more organized drug dealing economy?
Absolutely.
And for all the options of exchanging drugs, you want it to be done in public no matter what?
Would I like one of those options to be the public option? Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I said that the last question would be the last viewer question, but there's actually one thing that most of our viewers have been saying, so I'll mention it. They keep saying that you're actually a Caucasian, a fully fledged white American. What do you think of that?
I think people who say that aren't paying attention.
Interesting, okay. Okay, so on to official questions here. So, rumor has it, it's just a rumor, I don't know if this is true, you can, confirm this, that you attended a child's birthday party, and that you forced the parents, just a rumor, forced the parents to order a different cake than what everyone else wanted, including the birthday child. Not only that, but the cake got there and you ate 95% of it. This is just a rumor, but is this true? And if so, tell me about it.
I'm getting 95% of what I want. Now, I might not be getting 95% of what some other folks want. But, and oftentimes what happens is people who are frustrated because they haven't gotten what they want, then suddenly say, well, he's compromising. Well, no, I've been very consistent throughout this process in terms of what I think is achievable and what will be good for American families.
So you think that a jerk who goes to children's birthday parties and forces them to get a different cake than they want, and then they eat almost all of it would be good for for all American families?
Absolutely.
Wow, okay. All right. So, next question here. If you were in a situation where you were looking at a loaf of bread with one piece missing, what would you say in that situation?
This is 9/10 of a loaf.
Wow, couldn't have said it better myself, people. All right, another question related to the previous one I just asked. What would you say if you saw that City Market was selling whole grain loaves of bread for 25 cents a loaf?
It is a great deal. It is a full loaf.
Chew that, man, chew that. Okay, so this is the second to last question here. We heard that the White House recently bought Tony Hawk's Ride for the Xbox 360. Now, it's common knowledge that the controls are really bad to handle, and it's difficult to progress through the game. Do you think that this failure of a game will have a long-standing effect on video games? Does the game frustrate you at all?
I'm very frustrated. I think that right now that's the way things are operating, and we've had to make sure that we fight through those issues. I think Harry Reid has done a very good job grinding it out. I think that if this pattern continues, you're going to see an inability on part of America to deal with big problems in a very competitive world, and other countries are going to start running circles around us.
Whoa, okay, you're taking this pretty seriously, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Wow. President's a gamer at heart, what do you know? Okay, wow. All right, last question. We recently heard that you named Miley Cyrus as the best musician to ever walk the planet. This wasn't a popular decision with a lot of Americans. What do you have to say about that? Oh, and also, one final thing. What is your one wish for America?
That America will be strong again. And I think that I think I've shown this year that I can make hard decisions, even when they're not popular, and that I take a long view on these problems. And I frankly think that that's what America needs right now.
Awesome. All right, well, that's all we have time for right now, I think. Mr. President, thank you for being on the show. It was awesome hearing your thoughts on all these issues. And thanks for tuning in, everybody.